Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. I am Toddy One Skip. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your day. As always, guys, I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and share. It doesn't cost you anything. It means a lot to me. If you guys don't like me at the end, you can unsubscribe. We are not a cult here. We do not make you stay, but we sure appreciate it when you do. Guys, there is a great community here that I am a part of, but I am one person in almost 5,000, and it is amazing to me. I did a live and I watched you guys communicate to each other, wish each other happy birthdays, good health, have really nice conversations. And the fact that I am part of this community just reinforces the fact that there are good people in this world, and I know some of them. So I thank you for that, guys. I honestly thank you for that. You know, as you guys know, my channel basically started taking off in November. So for me to have almost 5,000 people that support me, I mean, it's just in a world where I'm skeptical of things. Thank you for putting the faith in humanity back in my life. I really appreciate that. And I know, guys, I can get emotional. Yes, but let's be honest with ourselves. I mean, the world's a rough place, so it's nice to know that there's almost 5,000 people that think that I've got something to say. So, you know, and it's worth hearing. So that humbles me. It doesn't blow up my head. It actually humbles me, and I think that's a good thing. All right, guys, now we're going to go to our favorite, Gypsy Rose. But here's the thing. Here's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the relationship, or I don't really know the relationship Gypsy has with her stepmom, Christie, but I want to talk about that simply because it doesn't make any sense to me. You know, Gypsy is not the most healthy person in the world, as we know. So I can't imagine that she doesn't feel any resentment towards Christie, towards Mia. That's her her half sister, right? Because Rod and Christie have a son and a daughter. The son is out of the spotlight. I don't even want to really mention him because he's made efforts to stay out of the spotlight. But then they also have a daughter who's younger than Gypsy. Her name is Mia. And then I guess Rod has another daughter by another woman that we don't hear much of. I think her name is Nicole or something like that. Anyway, while Gypsy was supposedly being abused by her mom, which again, I don't agree with. I don't think that happened. And if she was, then she must have also been feeling neglected by her dad and her stepmom, and a resentment towards Mia, simply because she's not so well balanced. And her mom, according to her, is telling her how many times that her dad wanted a healthy boy and he didn't get that. In the meantime, I'm pretty sure that Rod had a son before Gypsy was born, right? I don't think Gypsy is his oldest child. I'm not 100% sure. But again, Rod does have a son who is older than Mia. So, I mean, I do think he's older, but I could be wrong. It doesn't matter. This is what Gypsy was supposedly being told, even though there's numerous pictures throughout the years of her with her dad, Rod, if that's her dad. But I don't want to hear, but Toddy, you said that her dad was the doctor. I still think that, unless I see a DNA test, I still think that there is a strong possibility that her dad is the doctor. But we're going by what was said. And what was said was that Rod is her dad. And for all intents and purposes, Rod is her dad on her birth certificate. That's who she thinks her dad is. So we've seen pictures of Rod and Gypsy throughout the years. And if you're being abused and your dad comes and then leaves you with the abuser and goes home to another family, you mean to tell me, you know, with everything that's supposedly going on in that house, that you don't have any resentment? So what's going on now with Gypsy and her stepmom? And who is Christie? Because there's a bunch of allegations that Christie comes after people, and that Christie manipulates people, and that Christie might be a dark force in the scenario, as Chad Daybell would say. But Christie would be the reason why Rod didn't stay married to Dee Dee. So what is this closeness that Christie feels towards Gypsy all of a sudden? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And what is the closeness that Gypsy feels towards Christie when she's got to think that that's the reason why her parents didn't stay together? So you see that there's something wrong with the picture there. It would be okay and healthy if there were healthy individuals involved in this scenario. But no, there's not healthy individuals involved in this scenario. It's a shit pit with a bunch of people just stirring the pot. There's things on TMZ. Nobody seems to honestly care about the way things appear. They just don't. It is apparent from all of the stuff that's been online with the drama and pitting content creators against content creators. Now we've actually seen receipts about that. We've seen a lot of game playing. We've seen content creators all angry at other content creators and accusing the Blanchard family of that because of distraction. But I want to understand how Gypsy and her stepmom are on the same team. When did that happen? When did that relationship become a relationship? I haven't seen any pictures of Gypsy with her stepmom throughout the years, only of her and Rod. But yet the stepmom's always been involved. Now, some people are saying, oh, well, Christie is manipulating Gypsy, so that makes Gypsy a victim again. Yeah. Here's the thing. If you are perpetually the victim, then that's what you want to be, and you will always be the victim in every single situation because that's what you want to be. That's what you're aiming to be, so you will always be the victim in every situation. You can't keep doing that. There is something that Christie Blanchard is getting out of the situation. And from my understanding, it was Christie Blanchard that said the Munchausen by proxy, was the first one to say it out loud to the media, that it was Munchausen by proxy. The whole situation is a little strange. I have to 100% believe that Christie is benefiting from this financially, and she's using Gypsy, and Gypsy is probably using her, because it doesn't make any sense to me how she would feel all family and lovey-dovey against a woman that I would think that she would have blamed for breaking up her parents' marriage, and somebody that she didn't seem close with throughout the years, somebody that, according to Gypsy, according to what her mom said, was one of the reasons why her dad wasn't in her life. So how did they become so close, and what's the big picture here? You see what I'm saying? Guys, what do you think? Isn't that a little suspicious? I mean, again, Gypsy's not all of right mind. So how did that relationship become so healthy? How'd they become so buddy-buddy? Who's in it for what? What are they getting out of the deal? Tell me what you think. Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. Once again, I thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your day. I hope I gave you some food for thought. And again, let me know what you think in the comments. Please like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate it. Half of you guys aren't subscribed. Please try. We don't make you stay. Again, it's not a cult. If you don't like us, we'll let you leave. But give us a shot. All right, guys. Thanks again. Don't forget, be better today than you were yesterday. Not half as good as you'll be tomorrow. Never, ever, ever be Gypsy Rose Blanchard or her stepmom. Always be yourself and always be kind. Thanks, guys.